Hello, so here is how I made my drop cap macro for Word. I know that I am on my MacBook right now, however, this should also translate if you're on Windows. I will record a video on Windows, but for now this is on MacBook. It's pretty much the same, just a little difference. So first, I'm using the first few chapters of Like a Rifle by Diasterisms, and this is going to be our example. So we want the drop cap to be right here. So first thing you want to do is go to the developer tab. If you don't have that on, you will have to go tweak your settings, put that on the ribbon. If you don't know how to do that, Google. So what you want to do is record macro right here and then assign it a macro name. You can call whatever you want, drop cap, whatever. I'm just gonna call it DC, and then click OK. And now you are actually recording. So don't click anything, don't type anything that you don't want recorded. So we're gonna go to where the drop caps are on my MacBook. It's still on the insert tab. On my Windows, I did move it to home because I use it so often. But anyway, go to where the drop caps are, go to drop cap options, and then set up your drop cap however you want it to look like. I always go with dropped right here, and then we're gonna pick this one is a clear font, right? Lines to drop, I'm just going to leave it at 3. Distance from text, I'm just going to leave it as is. If I need to change it, I will show you how. So we're going to click OK, and that's how it's going to look like. So we're going to go back to the developer tab and then hit stop recording, and that is your macro. Now we need to assign a keyboard shortcut for it. If you don't want to do a keyboard shortcut, you could also just go here to the developer tab. Let's use this as an example. And then you can go to macros, find the one that you just made, which is here, DC, and then click run. And that should work. However, that's a lot of key presses for me, and I like to save my time. So instead, I want a keyboard shortcut for drop caps. So what I'm going to do is go up here to Tools, go to Customize Keyboard, and right here under Categories, look for Macros. Go to the one that you just made, which is here, DC. And then right here where it says Press New Keyboard Shortcut, you can assign key presses to that macro. I like to go with Command-Shift-DC. And I know it says that it's currently assigned to double underline, but I never use that. So, I'm just going to overwrite that and assign the macro to Command-Shift-DC. So I'm going to hit assign. Click OK. Now we want to test that out. I'm going to come right here, and then I'm going to do Command-Shift-DC. Perfect. Now, you see how there's actually no space between the drop cap T and the H here. It looks a little crowded. So what you want to do is you want a little distance between them. Normally, if you weren't doing macros, you would come up here to drop cap options and then do distance from text like that, 0.1. Always do it in 0.1 increments. If it doesn't look good, increase it. This also depends on the font that you're using, because some fonts, especially ones that look like they're italicized or they're like calligraphy style, they will bite into this text right here. So you kind of want to put some distance between them. Anyway, since we already have a macro going on, we just want to change the macro. So go back to the developer tab, go to macros, go to DC that we just made, and then hit edit. And then it's gonna take you right here to the Visual Basic, and right here where it says distance from text, inches to points, put in 0.1 and then just close it. Now let's test that out. Command-Shift-DC. See the difference. Now there's a little bit of white space there. It looks so much better. Perfect. Now what if you want to change the font, or if you're in a new document, a whole new fic, and your macro is already there, it's ready to use for whatever document you already have, but you don't want to use this same font. Same thing, go to macros, go to the one that you just did, hit on edit, And then right here is where you can change the font. Do not take out the quotation marks. You need those there. So now let's change it to, let's just do that. And then close. Now let's try that out. Command-Shift-DC. There. Now it's a new font. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I will record one for Windows, like I said, but it's pretty much the same process, just a little bit different when you're assigning your keyboard settings. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will help you out. All right, good luck.